Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? What is up? All right, Jazz, I'm ready. Gonna be playing a little Marvel Rivals today as we get ready to do our kickoff.
Pick your hero or villain.
Bit.
I'm not judging.
But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna get into some Marvel Rivals time.
Who are you calling him? When the chips are down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy, like me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You're a shooter like me.
There's no shooter like me, buddy.
Never figured I'd have something in common with a talking raccoon. Need some rings.
I just got more dangerous?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I don't know why it's not showing.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Happy to help.
The mission area is yours.
We are on our way to victory.
Who has a healer's magic?
Happy to help.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold up, team!
I require healing.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Heal me. Who can heal me?
Who
You're
has
welcome.
A healer's
A
magic?
timely boost.
Heavy weapons. I love.
I'm extra lethal! Team player, that's me! You're welcome!
Nice little video. I'm wounded.
That's fucking hurt!
Glory is almost yours.
Check, check, check. Man, apologize for all the technical difficulties. It's been crazy today.
I'm surprised it took him this long. It took.
All right, I think I got everything up and running again. Man, whole computer just like crashed. Like not even like half crashed, like full on crashed. So we are back at it again right now. Let's hope YouTube doesn't penalize us too much for that. is. Okay. So, if you're watching right now, man, say what's up. Let me know if the chat is looking okay, if it's working okay. All I know is all my screens are off. Had a crash like never before this time. Man. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, got that up and running. What the heck? Okay. I think I'm good now. Change one more thing, and then we can get up and running and rolling. Get a little sneak peek behind the scenes, man. Normally, all this stuff is all set up and like ready to go, but I don't know what happened to my computer today. Computer went off the rails completely. Okay. Got that there, got that there. All right. Man, what's up, folks? My name is JD. I am going to be doing a bit of nerdy news roundup today, so I will be back shortly, and we will get this stream going. What is up? What is up? What is up, folks? It is your main man JD here, and we are going to be hanging out today, man. I got rocking my Star Wars shirt, if you can't tell. I just thought I'd come on for a quick stream today. Well, not really quick, but got a few things that I like to cover, like to look at, like to check out. Got some trailers to recap. I got some Thunderbolts to recap since I went to see that yesterday. And yeah, just gonna hang out a little bit. Tonight we are streaming The Last of Us Part 2, Season 2, Episode 4. Episode 3 was meh at best. And episode the one before that though, Episode 2 was really good. Definitely a big episode to watch. So yeah, just gonna be hanging out today on stream for a little bit and see who we can get in and hang out with us. So yeah, the plan is to recap a few different trailers. You can see the Smashing Machine trailer over there. We got Final Destination Bloodlines. We got Now You See Me, Now You Don't. We're going to be recapping that as well, or at least watching and reacting to that, because I have not seen that one at all. So I actually haven't seen any of these trailers at all. So you're gonna get my live instant reaction to those. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to come hang out. If you are watching right now, just say what up in the chat. Let me know if everything is sounding okay. I had my entire stream and computer crash like maybe 20 minutes ago while I was streaming Marvel Rivals, and now I'm back up, I think. But yeah, if you can put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, put a 2 in the chat if you can't hear me. Just let me know if everything is working all right. Is it looking all right? Because I am 100% not sure right now, but I think it's okay. Yeah, let me know though. Let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna assume everything is rolling good. I'm gonna start recording over here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, guys, we are going to be first off, we're going to be recapping Thunderbolts. So if you have not seen the movie and you don't want any spoilers, I suggest you stop watching this right now. You can come back after you've seen the movie, but yeah, we're going to be talking about Thunderbolts. Full spoilers for Thunderbolts, the movie starting right about now. So yeah, like I said, I saw the movie yesterday. If I had to give it a rating on my patented 5-star scale, I would probably give it a solid 3.5 to 4. Like I'm torn between those two numbers. I thought that there were some good things about it. I thought there were some things that were lacking. We're going to talk about some of the things that were lacking, but in order to give us a little bit of guidance while we talk, we're going to watch a review. And while we watch that review, we will I'll stop it every once in a while and give my comments on the movie, so we can kind of recap things like that. Let me switch over right here. Yes, let me full screen it. And yeah, this is a Jeremy Johns video. I like his channel. He usually does reviews and they're quick and to the point. So we are going to watch his review of Thunderbolts. And like I said, I'll stop it at certain points in between just to chat and let you guys know what I saw, what I think outside of what he's talking about. So if you have seen it too, go ahead. Let me know what you thought of it.
I'm surprised it took him this long. It took DC doing it twice for the MCU to be like, okay, I think we could do that. And it apparently makes money. Do you think we can? Right. All right, let's do that. So Thunderbolts, as I alluded to in the intro, is pretty much MCU's answer to Suicide Squad. This group of MCU super, yes, heroes, Avengers-type dropouts come together, they team up to save us from something. I mean, I guess I'll keep it vague like that. It's a something. Because as the movie stated, I think the trailer does too, there are no more Avengers. No one's coming to save them. I remember there being a lot to choose from, but nope. These are the ones we got. And I gotta say,
yeah, the movie definitely starts off with a interesting scene where you have the group of what are eventually going to be the Thunderbolts basically sent on a mission to take out each other. So that was an interesting way to start the movie. I was not expecting it to be like that, but yeah, they came in, they were going to start everything out like that. So
I liked how they all came together. They didn't come together. They end up having to work together. It's amazing who will work with whom when survival is on the line. I like that. I like that they're working together in the name of survival just kind of led to them working together for bigger things. The first act did have conveniences wrapped into it. There's this situation they're in. They have to look for this power source, and I was like, it's not there. What are you talking about? Oh, it is? Okay. I was waiting for them to find that stride, to find that synergy, because they just didn't like each other, and it made a lot of them come across as unlikable, which they are.
I think a lot of the world building took place in the beginning, and yeah, they came across as being unlikable and they didn't get along with each other. But I mean, that's kind of what the movie is based on, and how they have to eventually be able to team up and work together in order to save New York, I guess. Why are we always saving New York? Like, where's the rest of the world? What's going on in the rest of the world at this time? I know we had some stuff in Captain America Brave New World that was taking place in DC, but yeah, now we're back in New York and back to saving New York. I think if I lived in this version of Earth, I would not be living in New York, because that is like, for lack of better terms, ground zero for everything that ends up happening. They had alien invasions. They've had, Century get loose. I mean, New York has just been destroyed multiple times. So yeah, I don't know why anybody would be living there at this point.
That's kind of the point here. But they're bitching at each other, they're griping, complaining, to the point of coming across as more incompetent than I felt they're supposed to, because they're not actually that incompetent. But when you do get a lot of strong personalities in the room, it's amazing how the efficiency level can drop, because they're not optimized. They're all trying to be the leader. They're all trying to measure each other up. It just comes across as petty. That does happen in the world. It happens here. And yes, Florence Pugh is more or less the star of the show. The movie gives her a lot to do. A big theme in this film.
Yeah, Yelena was definitely the star of the movie. It was cool to see her character arc and her development throughout the movie. I think you had a lot of time where she was sort of the de facto heart of the movie. Like, she was the person that you looked at and been like, hey, I know a little bit about her character. I know some of the things that she's gone through, and I know the loss of her sister. I know her ridiculously bad upbringing. All of those things went together and combined for us having her backstory, and then from there being able to feel sympathetic and empathetic for her as the movie progressed. She's talked a lot about her sadness, how she was feeling down. It was it was tough for her, and she had been doing all of these missions, sort of under the table, blacklist sort of missions, in order to keep everything paid, but she was completely unfulfilled on the inside. So that's kind of where we got started with everything with her, and you eventually, as the movie progressed, see that light sort of come back inside of her, especially when she was trying to help out Bob, and aka the Sentry, and his eventual turn into the Void.
Film is dealing with the pain of your past, and of course she does have quite a past, and she's a great actor, so she carries it in stride. She knocks it out of the park. I thought,
yeah, that's another thing to say too. As far as an actress, like, she was amazing. It's I think a lot of times in Marvel movies, it's very difficult to be able to have any sort of drama or dramatic chops in the actual movie, because a lot of times I don't think they really give them a ton to work with. But I felt like she had a lot of emotional beats in this movie. I felt like she was able to show that emotion multiple times throughout the movie, bringing herself to tears at certain points, like when she was talking to Red Guardian, her father, about how unfulfilled she is and how she would complete her missions and go home and just be in between drinking and crying, basically. And it was really good to actually see a human side of some of these characters. I think that's one of the cool things about the Thunderbolts, for the most part, is that they are, human, except for Sentry. I think he's on the other end of the spectrum as far as those things are concerned. But it was good to see some actual human beings and them actually caring about people besides themselves, and besides saving the world or saving the earth, they were actually caring and having these holes in them because they aren't able to be the people that they want to be. When we got to U.S. Agent, he talked about how, you know, he's a father and a husband, but basically his wife has, you know, feels like he's disgraced now. Like he isn't even really allowed to be at home anymore because of the things that he's done in his past. So yeah, it was cool to see the human side of some of these characters in a Marvel movie.
I thought Wyatt Russell as John Walker was once again good, but I remember him he ended up being more sympathetic in that Falcon and Winter Soldier show than he comes across here. Here, he's the asshole of the group. Now, Florence Pugh being the star.
And I think that he has to be that jerk in this group in order to balance out some of the things that Florence does, because Florence kind of comes across as the nicer, more compassionate person. And I think that John, really, he's been through a lot too, man. If you haven't watched the Falcon and Winter Soldier, you should go back and check that out, and get a lot of backstory on the different things that John Walker has been through. But yeah, he is not a good person, especially at the beginning of this. But there was one scene where the Thunderbolts group that had gotten caught, they were trying to escape a certain area, and they had to sort of use some teamwork to do that. And at one point there was one person left, and John sort of like bent down and stuck his hand out to help lift this last person. I was like, oh, okay. So he does care a little bit. And that was awesome to see, that even at this point, I think we're probably about a third of the way through the movie at that point, that some of that caring and stuff was coming across and was breaking through his really tough shell.
That's great. That's not to say that's the same as scene stealer. All right. I say this a lot about the guy, but how good is David Harbour? I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's the epitome of the man who understands the assignment and knocks it out of the park. It's possible that he's highlighted because the team actually finds its stride when he and Sebastian Stan enter the fray. Red Guardian.
Yeah, I think David Harbour did a great job as Red Guardian. I think he was definitely the sort of father figure leader that they kind of needed. He was the coach. That's the perfect term for what he was able to be in this movie, was the coach. He cheered them on when they needed it. He pepped them up when they needed it. Even when they didn't need it, he was still being very peppy with everybody and sort of cheering the rest of the team on. And I think that in a movie and in a situation like this, you need those types of things. You need someone who's going to be almost toxically positive in order to keep you guys going, especially when things had gotten real dark for the team once they had to encounter the Void.
Brings the levity, Bucky brings the leadership, and that's when the humor of this film works. Listen, this movie is plagued with a lot of what plagues a lot of MCU things. Out of place humor, conflicting tone, you know, the usual. But David Harbour doesn't say funny things.
Yeah, I don't really think that the tone was conflicting in this movie. I think that the humor was needed. I think that there were a lot of scenes in times of levity that you really needed that sort of humor to help move things along and to help everyone feel as though things were going to be okay. Like it was, this movie got dark, like literally and not exactly literally, but it got dark, and there were times where you needed to laugh at something. You needed to break that tension a little bit, and that's kind of what the character Red Guardian was able to do in a lot of these scenes.
He says things funny. It's just his delivery that's infectious. He's so good as Red Guardian. Poor Ghost, pushed to the background. It's a real bummer. The character with possibly the coolest.
Ghost, I mean, yeah, completely pushed to the background, but outside of being pushed to the background, let's not even talk about Ghost. At least Ghost made it through the entire movie. We had Taskmaster, who did not even make it 8 minutes into the movie. Yeah, that was crazy. That was rough. And I'm sorry for all those Taskmaster fans out there, but yeah, she didn't last too long.
With superpower, and you end this movie with that feeling of, oh, she's the chick who can walk through walls. Definitely the character that has the least amount to do, and she could be one of the more interesting ones. And I can't wait for the MCU to take a second crack at Taskmaster anyhow. Other than that, the action sequences I thought were pretty fun. One in particular, I felt like, all right, the CGI has suddenly become much more noticeable than it was before in the film, which almost feels redundant for me to say it's an MCU film. So you know that moment is going to come in any MCU movie, which is in and of
Katie
itself
popping in
the
real
bummer.
quick,
And
just
yeah,
saying
let's
what's
touch
up.
more on that
Come over
conflicting
here,
tone
say
in
what's
MC.
up. Say what up.
Hi, what up?
Why don't you tell everybody what you thought of Thunderbolts?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was deep. It was heavy. It was awesome. I really, really liked it. I really, really liked it. Bob is my favorite. I loved him from the beginning. I kind of predicted everything that would go down for the most part. Right?
Yeah, no, you did
Right?
really good.
Yeah,
Like
before we started watching it, I told him everything that I thought was gonna happen, and it's pretty much spot on. So I'm getting good at this stuff. But
yeah, especially with
really
the Marvel movies, and you've seen all of them too. So I think that it might take a little bit of time to get like the ins and outs of each character, but you've seen enough movies and have enough expertise in movies that you were able to pretty much call beat for beat everything that was going to happen with Bob, aka Sentry, aka the Void, as the movie progressed.
AKA Robert, AKA Bobby.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that was awesome. It was really cool to see that.
I really, really liked it, and I felt like it was relatable. As someone who also struggles sometimes with mental health stuff, to see that played out, see the the void, the darkness, because I mean, when you are feeling down and blue, and sometimes you feel like you can't get out of that funk, it was very relatable, and obviously a little bit more extreme than the average person would be, though. But no, I really liked it, and I was really glad that he felt like he had people at the end that cared about him enough to kind of bring himself back
Out of the void,
bring
out of the
himself
darkness.
Yeah, that he mattered, and he chose to try to find the light, and even in the hard times. So I thought that was really cool. I really liked it. I felt like it was definitely had a deeper, bigger message than the other Marvel movies I think I've ever seen. So it was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you just so happen to be watching for the first time, this is Katie. We do this show all the time.
I'm the part of
Yeah,
it's not just
the
watch
us
stuff
that's
with
never
me.
here. The us that's never here.
I'm not never here. It's just usually you stream on weekends when I'm working, so it's a little tricky.
Is that what it is?
I do my best.
Okay.
You stream more content than I have opinions on, I feel. So I joined you for Handmaids. The Last of Us, I gotta catch up, so I'm only one episode behind. But yeah, you generally handle all the Marvel stuff and other comic stuff, so I'll let you take the reins on that.
I'm glad you're here now.
Yeah.
And I'm
just got
sure
home.
everybody who's watching is glad that you're here now as well.
Aw, thanks.
And now you can go.
Okay, thank you. I'll move back and take care of our children now.
All right.
But it was nice to see you all.
Yes.
Well, for you all to see me, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, I'll say you're not seeing them.
Thank you for seeing me.
Thanks for being seen, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too. But yeah, so we'll get back into Jeremy Johns' review, and then I'll keep chiming in after that.
MCU humor, it's in here. Again, another MCU film, another litany of the same old MCU problems. The reason it stands out more in here and kind of bums me out a little more is because it doesn't come across as a movie that's going to lean into that. I was digging that darker espionage feeling tone with these.
I think I dig those types of MCU movies too, but I don't know how often we're going to be able to get something like that. I think that if anything, with Avengers Doomsday coming up, we're going to get some of that there, where there's going to be some pretty dark moments, and I think the comedy probably will not be there, but I would really enjoy a more serious toned Marvel movie, like the entirety of it. Like I've always said that Captain America Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie. I think that Endgame and Infinity War are really high on that list too. They're probably at the top, right along there with Winter Soldier. But Winter Soldier was the first time I watched a Marvel movie, and I was like, dude, this is an actual good movie. Like, it's not just a good Marvel movie. It's not just a good comic book movie. Like, this is an actual good movie. And it was dramatic and it was adult. And I really enjoyed that about it. And I feel like Marvel does not lean into that enough. I think that this was a step in the right direction as far as Thunderbolts goes. But it's definitely not Winter Soldier level of quality. So let's hope that we get back to that point at some point.
These misfits who definitely are not good enough to be Avengers, but are good enough to come together and get the job done. David Harbour coming through with the comic relief.
If you're
and you have
watching right now, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. I'm hanging out today. Hang out with me. Drop a comment. If you don't know, like, you can't see it right now because nobody's commenting for whatever reason. But if you drop a comment, the comments will show on the screen and that'll be there for everybody. So don't put anything crazy, but you can drop comments and I will respond to those comments as we go.
Formula that comes together to work, to not feel out of place. But nah, they gotta have that out of place humor funneled into one character, the villain. Julia Louis-Dreyfus in this movie, if you replace her with Jeff Goldblum from Thor Ragnarok, it wouldn't even feel weird. It feels like her lines were written for Jeff Goldblum from Thor Ragnarok, which worked for Thor.
Now that I don't necessarily agree with. I think that Julia did a great job. I think that Marvel definitely has a villain type of problem, especially when you're trying to do a villain who isn't a superhero human type of character. It's gonna be difficult to bring those types of characters across on the screen. But I thought that she did a really good job. So I disagree with this right here. Oh man, we got a new subscriber. Oh man, I gotta play this. I rarely get a chance to do this, but since we got a new sub and they are on screen right at this point in time, I am going to play something for you real quick.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Welcome to the family, my man. I really appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. Like I said, jump in the chat, hang out with me.
Or Ragnarok. It doesn't really work with a movie with this tone. Another MCU movie with a case of identity crisis. If they just ironed that out and leaned more into the espionage movie meets comic book movie that this movie really lends itself to, that Captain America Winter Soldier had, this movie not only would have hit harder, but would have thrown back to one of the best movies in the MCU, Captain America Winter Soldier. And I felt the end of the movie was absolutely anticlimactic. I mean, it was...
Yeah, and as you can see, he's saying a lot of the same stuff that I was saying too. I didn't go into this expecting it to be Captain America Winter Soldier. What I left out of it wanting was more of the Sentry / Void. Like, I think that he was the most interesting character throughout the entire movie. Sort of seeing his backstory, how he was created, how he had his struggles of his own and eventually ended up becoming a superhero and then also a villain within the same movie. So where do you move forward with him? Is he going to just keep his powers under wraps entirely, you know, forever and ever? No, we definitely know that's not going to happen. So I would think that at some point in time, really soon, we're going to get a ton more of Sentry / the Void, especially since he is probably going to be needed once these folks decide to start taking on one Mr. Victor Von Doom.
It was interesting as a segment, but then when it ended, within 3 to 5 minutes, the credits were rolling. I was like, oh, that was the end. I mean, in concept on paper, it's actually pretty heavy, but I don't think it's given enough to come across as heavy as it is. I don't think Bob was given enough character development. I love when a picture of him was first released. It's like, here's Bob. And people were like, who is Bob? And I'm like, that is Ben Reilly. Because tell me that's not a Tom Holland clone. But in the end, I actually had fun with Thunderbolts. It's an MCU film that's plagued with MCU problems, but it was fun watching this group of misfits work. And David Harbour...
Yeah, if I had to conclude my review, I would say that yes, it is a movie that was plagued with a lot of the different problems and tropes that Marvel movies have. Easy for me to say, but you know, lack of a detailed and depth for a villain. I think that isn't one of the situations that we had in this movie. I think you had a villain that you knew a lot about. I think you had a villain that you were able to empathize with and even sympathize with at times too. So I don't think that was the big issue. I think that the balancing of the comedy and the action, well, no, the comedy and the drama was pretty good. I think that this movie kind of lacked the action. Like, I felt like the best part of the entire movie was seeing Sentry take on the Thunderbolts and seeing him fight them inside of the new Avengers Tower and slash his Sentry Watchtower. I thought that that was honestly the best part of the entire movie. Seeing him sort of just run through them like was incredible to see, and I wanted to see more of that. I wanted there to be some other villain that showed up and you'd be able to see the Sentry sort of just like take them apart and really see some of the full power of the Sentry. So one other question that I would have moving forward is like, what are you going to do with this guy? Because he is incredibly powerful. I don't think anyone other than the elite of the elite power level mutant slash characters in the MCU are going to be able to do anything with him. So you're pretty much going to have to leave him off the board for the most part moving forward until he's really, really, really needed. And I'm hoping that he's going to be needed once they take on Doctor Doom. But yeah, that is pretty much my review of the Thunderbolts. If you liked it, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Let me know. All right, folks. So we just finished that up. And I am going to switch and start recapping some trailers. I think that's what we're going to do next. Okay. Yeah, we're going to jump into recapping some trailers. I think that'll be fun. So let me pull my screen up. Let me switch this real quick. Yeah, let me get everything set up and ready to go. We can do... Let's do Predator Badlands next. There's a teaser trailer out for that. All right, let me switch screens up real quick while I got that going. All right, folks, we're going to be reacting to the new Predator Badlands trailer that was just released this week. So I honestly have seen a lot of the Predator movies. I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen all the Alien movies, but I've seen enough of them to pretty much know what's going on. So I'm not an expert, but I am a fan. And because of that, I am interested in reacting to this. So I have not seen this. I am going to react to it live, and you can also let me know what you think as I react to it.
I didn't think you survived.
November 7th, that's soon. I enjoy Prey. I really enjoy Prey.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't think the trailer gave us a ton as far as details and stuff goes, but it's interesting. From what I understand, this movie is supposed to take place on one of the Predator home worlds or something like that. So just from the outside looking in, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the series. I don't know everything. This isn't a Marvel movie, which I know almost everything about even before those movies and TV shows get going. I think that this is interesting. It's going to be a movie that I'll check out. I will probably wait until there are a few good reviews out there, and then I'll jump in and chime in. But yeah, decent. It has me intrigued. At the very least, it has me intrigued. All right, so let's jump into another recap. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, okay. Let's do another one that I don't know a ton about. Okay, so now I'm going to react to the new trailer for Now You See Me, Now You Don't, I guess is the second movie in the Now You See Me series. The first one I did not see. Honestly, gonna be honest here. I kind of think the whole magician magic kind of movie is kind of lame. I'm not a fan. So maybe this trailer is gonna win me over. Let's see. I doubt it, but let's see. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. If you've seen these movies, let me know.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. Woo! It is very good to be back.
Come up, you're gonna be our helper.
Okay, disappear in 3, 2, 1.
J. Daniel Atlas in the house. Who wants to see a magic trick? I think we would.
Cheesy. That's what I gotta say. At least first off, man, cheesy. This looks so goofy. I don't know how I can like love the Marvel movies where you got like somebody like Doctor Strange who uses magic, but then I see something like this and it comes across as so cheesy to me. I don't know why. It just
would have made the Horseman proud. My Atlas was spot on.
Really? I'll be the judge of that. According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Why not the other Horsemen?
The other horsemen are dead.
Oh my god, what?
No, they're like dead to me. Things got too real for them. They gave up. Stop interrupting. I'm talking about a trick that is big.
And I feel like he plays the same exact character in every movie that he plays. Like he's always cocky, always the smartest one in the room. And I'm gonna keep going, but not feeling it.
Bigger and better than anything you have ever seen. It's now or never.
What's the trick?
The heart diamond. It's the most valuable jewel in history.
But what makes this diamond so special?
Because a magical tarot card told us.
For decades, the Vanderbergs have been selling diamonds to warlords, arms dealers, traffickers to help launder their money.
If you want to stop the devil, don't cut off.
So we have some magicians who are going to sort of take down these folks who have been stealing and embezzling money. Okay.
Off her hands, you lift her wallet.
Open sesame.
Still safe with me.
Relax. Diamonds are forever.
Stop him!
Jack, what are you doing here?
Saving your ass.
Oh God. So they're using. So they're gonna steal. Are they gonna steal this diamond? I'm guessing that's what's happening. Oh man.
Emily Reed?
Fanboy later.
Hi guys. Hi. I don't know you.
Let's go!
My horsemen. We were brought together for a reason.
Gummies kicked in.
Bring down 2 generations of criminals with a single sleight of hand.
8 magicians against a worldwide criminal network.
Magicians taking on criminals.
I like our chances.
Want to see a magic trick?
There he is! You enjoying the show?
Shall we get on with it?
Hey guys, dead end.
Open sesame.
Way to represent, Merritt.
Worth a try, was it? Never know. I think you do know.
Don't like it. 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 Maybe I need to go and like watch the first movie and then maybe that'll make me a little bit more excited about this movie, but At this point, not feeling it. Looks too cheesy. Looks too goofy. I don't know. I think I've gotten to a point where I like a lot more seriousness in the movies that I watch, except for my Marvel stuff. And even for some of those movies, I feel as though they aren't as serious as I would like them. And this one definitely doesn't come across that way. It just seems like the premise is kind of goofy. So yeah, I think this one will probably end up being a pass unless the reviews come out and the reviews say it's amazing, or unless we get a bunch of people in the chat who say like, oh no, you got to go see this movie. Otherwise, pass. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, man. All right, so we just saw Now You See Me. I am going to switch over and get another one queued up. I think we can go with the Smashing Machine this time. Let's do the Smashing Machine one. Let me find that one. Let me find that one. Okay. I'm JD, and we're going to be reacting to the new trailer for a movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson by the name of The Smashing Machine. It currently has 10 million views 5 days ago. So it's an A24 movie, which usually is a pretty good thing. That doesn't, those movies seem to be more on the serious end of things. So I'm excited to see this. I have not seen any of this trailer yet, so this is going to be my instant, just plain reaction to it. Let's see. I'm hoping that it's good. The other trailers that I've viewed this week, go check them out on the channel. Haven't been filming them as much, but let's see if this one is good.
Probably looking at my eyes.
How did that happen?
Well, have you ever heard of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC?
That's the bloody thing they're trying to ban.
This guy is the best he has ever seen.
Do you hate each other when you fight?
Absolutely not.
How do you know Mark Kerr?
Oh, we go way back, but he's a buddy of mine.
Come on, baby. Too much?
Never.
Too much?
No.
Please welcome in his Octagon debut, Mark Kerr!
Winning is the best feeling there is. It's 40,000 people, and they're cheering you on. There's no other high like it in the world.
I gotta say, I've been around a lot of fighters. I have done commentary for, dozens of fights for a promotion that I used to work for. There is no way I will ever get into that octagon and fight somebody. Like if we're gonna have to fight, it's gonna be because they trying to take my life or something like that, or I'm trying to defend somebody else. I am not voluntarily, regardless of how much you're gonna pay me, gonna decide to jump into that octagon and fight somebody else. Ever.
No contract, no money?
No money.
Do you have any stronger pain medication?
Advil?
Advil?
Yeah.
Don, would you like?
No.
They're handing them out like candy. Let's all get in. Everybody get in. Yeah, Don, can you take this picture for us?
Yeah.
What are you thinking at the beginning of the fight?
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, you can see this is one of those Oscar bait movies. You can tell already. Like you can see that this is a dramatic movie. So I'm wondering, I haven't seen The Rock do a ton of dramatic roles before. And if he's able to pull this off, it'll be a huge win for his career, because then it'll show that he has more chops, more acting chops, and not just a superhero action movie star. I think that his build is perfect for something like this. So I don't know exactly how he's going to be in a more dramatic role where you need somebody who's more normal size, as opposed to The Rock, who is a giant human being. But yeah, I can see that this is definitely going to be a dramatic role for him, which is good. I think that he's a solid actor. I think that he's a solid actor, and I'm excited to see him in a role that's more serious.
This Grand Prix to crown the greatest fighter in the world. He has come back from the brink. Let's see if he can pull out a victory over Mark Coleman. Have you spoken to either about fighting such a good friend for a life-changing amount of money?
And I know the old school UFC stuff was a different beast back then, because I don't know if at this point they had it yet, but I know at one point there were no like weight classes or anything like that. It was just to determine who was the biggest, you know, badass on the planet. And like I said, there were no weight classes, nothing. It was just you versus the person that you were going to be taking on. So I don't know if they had weight classes when Mark was fighting, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different beast then. Things were a lot more wild than they are currently in the UFC.
I just need you to let me in.
Always about you. Only about fucking you.
Let's fucking go. My big strong man, I love you.
Interesting, man. That looks good. That looks good. I'm not gonna lie. That looks good. And I wonder, I don't know. Like I said, I know a lot about the UFC, probably more so starting in the mid 2010s, you know, the 2013, 2014, from that point forward. But like the early days of the UFC, I am not familiar with. So this is kind of going to be a new story for me. It's definitely going to be a movie I check out. I mean, the actors are great. The way it's shot looks great. I love the sort of grittiness of the film, and that's definitely a trademark of the A24 production company. So yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. I will be there to check this out. Do you like it? What do you think? Drop a comment below. Let me know. All right. So we did that one, that one, that one. Let me see if there's another one to react to. Yes. Hey, Katie, you want to react to a trailer with me? 3 minutes worth? Are you sure? Okay, I need you right now then. All right, we're going to be now reacting to the new Final Destination Bloodlines trailer that just dropped earlier this week. And I have seen maybe like 3 or 4 of the Final Destination movies. I have not seen all of them, but everybody knows the premise of these movies. So Katie, on the other hand, has not seen these before. So, well, yeah, you've seen one, but has not seen all of these movies before. So, yeah.
Was that the first one?
Yes, I believe that is the first one. Yeah.
That they had and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring her in, you know, to react to this video with me.
Cool.
So yeah, let's see.
I've been asking to watch more of these.
I know, we do need to watch more.
I'm watching by myself.
Yep.
I got this feeling. I saw Death's plan.
I can't live without you. Can't
Death doesn't like to be cheated.
It's coming for us because we were never.
Hold on. Was that in a car wash? Is that what that was? Let me go back a second.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a car wash. Like, okay, now we
So
need
it
to
has
talk
stuff
about
out of the
you,
sunroof, or-
you, and how you love car washes.
I love car washes.
So if you had an experience like this, would you enjoy being in this situation?
No, I think when I go through car washes, I like being dry. I don't think I like being enclosed in my car.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the fun of
I can
it.
see
It's
that.
not the whole like wanting to stick my head out of the sunroof and get decapitated. I'm not here for like a beating with like all the.
I was gonna say like that. I don't think that would kill you though, right?
No, but there's probably some low hanging stuff. Well,
I don't think that it would just slap you real bad. It might slap your face off, you know, like knock your nose off or something like that. But I don't know if it'll.
For a second, but
yeah, I don't know if it would.
Probably the best exfoliating scrub of your life.
Yeah, you're gonna
come out squeaky clean.
You come out something all right. I don't know if it's squeaky clean,
Might
but
not
you
have
come
any
out
skin
something
left
all right.
on yet.
Yeah.
It's coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. This book.
That's the one I watched.
No, that's the one that's
that's
about to
the
come
new
out.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw.
You saw the first trailer for it.
Yeah,
already.
that's why it seemed familiar.
So yeah, it's the premise of the movies are cheesy. Like I get that. It's totally cheesy.
I was so scared of the garage door though for so long after that first episode, and I just watched it like this year or the end of last year.
Yep.
So I'm way too old to get nervous, but like I'd wait for that whole garage door to like go all the way up before I walk out, because I usually would like wait for it to get like a third of the way up to
then, like, duck
halfway
under.
and then go under. Nope, haven't done it since.
No. The worst one for me is the one that had the log truck.
I haven't seen that one though.
We'll watch that one next. I think that's the
my whole
second or the
life
third
about
one.
people being afraid of log trucks.
Yeah, and I've seen them. I know when we drove to Florida a few years back, there was one. And yeah, that definitely made me nervous and definitely made me feel like, yo, I'm not trying to do Final Destination while we're on our way to Disney.
I also don't like the big trucks that carry the cars.
Yep.
The 2 racks of cars.
Yep.
Those make me nervous that one's just not quite
It's gonna
strapped in
roll
right.
off.
Yeah, and it's just they're just gonna come on down.
Yeah, that one doesn't scare me as much as the logs. I think that if I was driving and I ran into one of those cars, I might survive. If that log happened to hit my car, it is a wrap. There's no way around that.
It will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
I gotta say, new fear unlocked.
Yeah, right?
With this stuff with the ice, man. Like, if you're watching right now, hit that like button. Please drop a subscribe to the channel too. We do this all the time. Yeah, but seeing the ice and a piece of glass being in there, like, I
would sure hope that like it got my lip or my tongue before it got my throat, because I feel like once you get the throat, like
it could cut so much up in there. Like even the like getting it in your mouth and like biting and getting that just like
crunch.
Like that makes my skin crawl just thinking about chewing on glass.
You know, like some magician people do that, and
They do, and like David Blaine does that. We should do a reaction to like a bunch of David Blaine videos.
He like ate a whole cup.
Yeah, he did all sorts of crazy stuff. We should do that. That would be fun.
Maybe it's like one of those hard sugar cups.
I don't know. I think he's done like actual glass and stuff before, like real glass.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. There's something about that guy. It's not human.
Yeah. And see, like drinking it like that with your lips pressed, you're never gonna get that like glass all in your. Like it'd be one thing if it was like crunched up. Like to me, that's more scary. If it was crunched up like so much that you could like take a gulp and just swallow it all, and then have that glass sort of like running. Yes, like to me, that's bad. That's even worse. And then you'd be like just spitting up blood. See, we need to do our own Final Destination movie, don't we? I think so.
The rules have changed.
Well, I mean, the
Why
whole.
would it hook onto his
See,
nose?
you can't be literal Katie in this, because if you're literal Katie, you'll take yourself all out of it. But
that's my nickname is Literal Katie, because when I watch things, I'm like, that's not rational.
Yeah.
And he's always like, don't think too far into it. And I'm like, but that'll never happen.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
Seeing that though, like that would be rough if that actually did happen. It's kind of hard to believe, but if it actually happened,
I mean, I understand when you're fishing and you're fishing and like the hook accidentally gets like stuck on a part of your body, like that makes sense. But for that thing to swing and just like latch onto his nose.
But then too, wouldn't his nose wouldn't it just like pulled his nose, like this part of his nose and just ripped it out?
It should have ripped it.
Like he shouldn't have been able to like lift his whole body
Your nose is
up.
not strong enough to hold the rest.
Unless
of you
he was
up.
like holding the chain while it was holding the nose. Like, I don't know.
Which then it shouldn't be a big thing because then you're just like swinging in a circle, holding it, and then you're like, me, and your nose
Help
is like
me.
gonna be kind of be okay.
Help me, someone help me.
Final Destination Bloodlines. Get tickets now. Rated R. Only in theaters May 16.
Yeah, I want to see it too. I think that would be a fun movie to have a few beverages and go see, or maybe chew a gummy and go see.
It would be good to watch maybe at home. I don't know if any of the Final Destinations are theater worthy for me, but maybe
Yeah.
it might be. Maybe if you got like the D-box ones and the
Yeah,
3D.
or you-
Oh, 3D would be rough.
Or you went with like a group of people who were like wanting to have fun, like you're trying to have fun. I think that'd be cool. I think it's definitely more so hang out at home and watch type of movie.
That grizzly accidents.
Grizzly accident. Where you see that
Or was
at?
it grizzly?
Where you see that at?
Right there. And strong.
Oh, grizzly accidents.
Strong, violent, grizzly accidents in language.
And language. So
The
yes,
language
definitely
is not-
rated R.
That's not the worst of it.
This one honestly would be on my list. I probably won't go to the theater to watch it, but we'll definitely check it out at home.
Yeah.
What do you think? Drop a comment below. Let us know. Hit the like button, subscribe button, all that other good stuff. All right. I think I had one more trailer that I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I wanted you to sit in on this one with me too, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And this will be the last
I
one.
was just eating ham.
You
You made a fire ham. That was really good. So good it was the M word.
Oh boy.
I know.
Neighbor walking dogs is
I think that dog
struggling.
is walking him.
It is, man. He's struggling. All right. So we are going to react to a movie entitled Weapons. I don't know much about this. I'm not going to tell Katie anything about it, but I do know just a little bit about it. So I've heard that it's supposed to be pretty good. The trailer's pretty good. The premise is pretty good. I heard there was a huge fight over the production company and who was going to direct this film, and that Jordan Peele had originally been signed on to direct the film. I think he had a part in writing and producing it, but somehow it ended up going to a different director. So there's a lot of drama behind the scenes on this, and that he had somehow lost out on a bid or something to actually direct the movie. So yeah, people were fighting over trying to direct this movie. So that would make me think that it's going to be pretty good, but we'll see. We're going to react to it live and see what everybody is all up in arms about. 15 million views in 5 days is pretty good. So
Speaking of all up in arms, you keep putting your hand in front of my face over here. Yeah. And then I'm just like sitting back like, help me. Yeah.
let's go.
This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
This is where the story really starts.
Yo. I don't even know what to say, man. That was
That was like a lot
Ooh.
of things because, like, yeah,
Oh,
the kids didn't all like look alike or do the same thing.
no, the kids running all like Super Saiyan down the block. They had a lady like stabbing herself in the face with a fork.
Yeah.
A kid like throwing up black stuff all over somebody
We got
else.
Baby It over there.
Yeah, we had little Joker kid and like, yeah, I don't know.
I love her.
Yeah, oh yeah. What's
She's
her name?
phenomenal.
Jennifer? No, that's her mom, Julia Garner. Yes.
That's not Julie Garner.
No, Jennifer. Isn't Jennifer Garner who we know as an actress?
Yeah, but who's this little one?
The
The blonde lady, the teacher.
That's her daughter,
No, it's not.
isn't it?
Nope.
No, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was.
You're so wrong.
But anyway, I think it is.
I think you're still wrong, but
I think
love
it is.
you.
But yeah, it looks like an interesting movie. I don't know exactly what to think about it. I do like creepy movies and stuff like that, though. I like movies that have some sort of intrigue, some sort of mystery in them, and this one definitely looks like it has that. So I would love to like see the reviews come out, everybody say that it's good, and then go to see it.
Her parents, she is a gardener, but she's not Jennifer's daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, because that wouldn't really work. Because
Okay.
Jennifer's what, barely fit. Well, I guess
It could be.
yeah,
Could be.
but
Could
no,
be.
it's not. But
Okay.
same last name.
See, I was on the right path.
But I was like, I've been following Jennifer Gardner's kids since birth, so I'm pretty sure that's not them.
Well, I tried.
But no, she's phenomenal.
But yeah, she's gonna be in a new Fantastic Four movie as well as the new Silver Surfer. But yeah, I think that movie looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I need to see reviews first though.
I don't know if I could see it in theaters. It might give me.
The heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I like to watch scary movies with the lights on.
Oh man. That ain't gonna happen at the
Control
theater.
it, and if you're like, oh, this is too much, you just pause it. You take a little break, get a little snack, go for a little walk.
I
come back.
can't think of the last movie that I watched and I was like completely afraid of while I was watching and was like so scared that I didn't want to finish it. I don't think I've ever had a movie like that.
I've never had any that I haven't finished. Now, Paranormal Activity, back when I first watched them, it was maybe a little nervous, but I think I saw one was in theaters, the rest were at home. But it was nice when I started getting nervous watching it by myself that I could just pause it and be like,
Take a break,
it's okay.
take a breath.
Like, keep the lights all on, have my blanket and my snacks.
All right, yeah, I get that. But yeah, what do you think? Is this going to be good? Should we go see it and react to it? Let us know.
I will not do the D-box moving seats, though. They'll be like, all of a sudden, just creeps up.
Now,
Nope.
that might actually make it good.
Ugh. I'll sit a
I
row
might do
above
that.
you in, like, the regular seat.
I might do that.
Oof.
All right. I think that's it. And yeah.
Are you done with me?
I think I'm done with you.
Can I go have more ham?
You can.
I want ham.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, did you do the smashing machine yet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
That was really
man.
good. This other movie, Sirens, looks pretty good too. With Amelia Alcock and
I need to watch-
Julianne Moore.
I love the
It's
cast.
interesting.
I'll have to look at the preview for that because I didn't see that one.
You want to see it?
I don't think they want to watch it again, but
They haven't watched it.
you know what? How about we just I go back in
You're
your
just
show.
trying- you're
I
just
go
trying to
back.
go eat some ham. Go eat your ham.
I'm gonna
Bye.
go back on our channel
Bye.
and watch you watch it
Bye.
without
No,
me.
No, there's no fun without you. So
Was that Kevin Bacon?
yes, he's in it too.
Oh, cool.
Yep. See, should just watch and react to it, but you want to go eat some ham, so I'll see you later.
You could have me come in earlier to watch
Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna go have ham.
Yes, enjoy your ham.
I will.
Let's end the stream today with a little bit of Star Wars talk. Oh boy, just go. I don't know how many new Star Wars fans there are out there these days. I feel like Star Wars is kind of in a bad spot, man. They're in a bad spot these days. And I really, really, really hope that they can get it together. I don't know if they're going to be able to, though. That makes me nervous. What do you guys think? I would love to get a good Star Wars conversation going before we end the stream today. But yeah, I feel like they're a little bit rudderless at the moment, a little bit directionless. from what I understand, Jon Favreau is going to be taking on more of a leadership role with Star Wars. I hear that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be stepping away a bit more from the Star Wars product, which I think honestly is a good thing. She has not been the greatest leader as far as making good movies go. I think that she has been very progressive with the types of characters that she's wanted to bring on the screen, especially as far as female characters are concerned, which is a good thing. But actual movie content, actual television content, I think the only good thing that they really have going is the Mandalorian series, which is pretty good. I know a lot of people watch Andor, but I've tried to watch Andor and it doesn't do it for me. It just has not been able to do it for me. Are you a fan of those shows? Let me know. But yeah, I really hope that Star Wars is going to find its footing sometime soon. I think that there are so many other stories in the Star Wars universe that they could be telling right now outside of the Skywalker family. And I think they need to begin to explore more of those things. The sooner they start doing that, the better. The sooner that you start breaking and developing new characters and new favorites for us to enjoy, the better off your brand is going to be, because currently all we have is the Skywalkers as far as the movie cinematic universe sort of goes. I know you have Rebels and you have a lot of characters in Rebels on that side, which are very good. And I think that we have not, the larger audience of Star Wars fans have not seen those characters on the screen. I know we got some Ahsoka, and that show is actually pretty good too. Forgot about that one. But we need more stories. We need more characters being explored in this entire sort of universe, as opposed to the ones that we currently have and have been retreading over and over and over. Like, I love Luke Skywalker, but I think I've had enough Luke Skywalker. You can show him, he can be a mentor or something like that. Like, I felt like his cameo in The Mandalorian was great. Like, that was perfect. Come in, come out. And if you want to develop one of your characters that you do have, say you don't want to try something old, say you want to continue to say you don't want to try something new, say you want to try something old, or at least someone old, there are so many stories that you could tell with Anakin Skywalker once he became Darth Vader. Like, we never got to see the sort of young Darth Vader, everything that he did between episode 3 and episode 4. I think that there's a huge gap in time there that we should be able to explore as Star Wars fans. The books have done that, and you were able to see a lot of those stories there. But as far as the movies and TV shows are concerned, we haven't gotten any of that. So I'm really, really, really hoping that this May the 4th is going to be the last May the 4th that we have for a long time, where Star Wars is sort of rudderless and directionless. And if we can get a solid direction, some solid leadership up top, and some stories being told that we have not heard before, that the general public has not heard before, I think we'll be going in the right direction. What do you think? Drop a comment below. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut things down now. Yeah, I just wanted to come on for a few hours today, a little bit more than an hour, and react to some stuff just to get back into the groove of streaming. I know tonight, if you are a fan of The Last of Us, please, please, please come back tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be starting our live stream of The Last of Us. Watch party, all that good stuff. And hang out with us during the show. We have a lot of fun, man. We usually get a good crowd. We talk about the show before it starts. Then once the episode airs, we watch it and comment on it together. Sort of like being with your own crew of friends and watching the show. So I would love it if you came and hung out with us while we did that. After that, coming up on this upcoming Tuesday, we will be watching and reacting to episode 3 of season 6 of The Handmaid's Tale. So if you're a fan of that show, you can come and do that with us and watch and react with that. Also, we will have a few uploads of the Pit coming out this week as well, which has been probably the show that has been getting us the most views as of late. It's a great show. It's probably my favorite show on TV right now. And we have almost finished the entire series, so we will be getting our reviews up for each episode very, very soon. I think we have the first 10 episodes up right now, so we have 5 more episodes that we need to upload, but we are almost finished with that series, and we will get those uploaded very, very soon. Please, if you enjoy this type of content, support our channel. It doesn't cost a thing to hit that subscribe button, but it helps us out immensely in getting us out into the atmosphere, getting this channel out to other people who like this type of content like you. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Please, like I said, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time we go live in 2025. I really, really, really appreciate you for hanging out with us. And until next time, I will see you when I see you. And I'm going to test something real quick before I end. Let me scroll across here and just make sure this is working. Live. Yep, watching right now. And yeah, for whatever reason, none of the comments were showing up on screen. Okay, I thought that there was something going on with that, man. That sucks. But anyway, I'll get it all figured out. I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. And like I said, see you when I see you. Peace.